transaction date. So here we need to build one form where you can do the operations like deposit, and one more is what? Withdraw. Okay. So you can build one form, user defined form, or using this model you can create a form, or you can create a form. So where you can input. So what is that account number and transaction date, as well as what transaction amount. So if you want, you can build your own form. So that is nothing but a generic form, not a model form. You can create a generic form with so transaction amount, account number, and one more is a transaction date. And this form can be used to perform two operations, that is deposit as well as withdraw. Otherwise, what you can do is in base form, base.html. So instead of deposit and withdraw, okay, instead of deposit and withdraw, okay, what you can do is you can simply take one only. So what is the one is transactions. Okay, I take only one, that is transactions. So here you can do two transactions. Okay, one is deposit and one more is a withdraw. So before that, now let me tell you about one more operation called which one? View account. So this will display the details of what your account. So how can I display the details of the account? By seeing, by entering the account number. You input the account number and that account number is sent to one view, and that view will display the details of the account, right? So for that, you're using one more view. And what is that view is details view. So here you are creating one view, and what is the name of the view is details view. So there is a class. So what is the name of the class here? Details view. And details view receive, sorry, account details view. What is the name of the class is? Account details view. Account details view is which view here? Details view. So details view display the details. Means it is used for displaying one, okay, one. So it is used for displaying one record. It is used for displaying how many records? One record. Okay, detail view. So I'm trying to write. So account details view is inherit which view? Details view. And this view display the content of one account. This view display the content of one account. Okay. This view will display the content of one account. Okay. So that is you need to define model and which model it is trying to read from account. And then you need to define, okay, template name. Okay. So where you want to display it. So template is, okay, details.html. Template name is details.html. Okay. So because it is only for displaying. Okay. So what is the name of this is details.html. But before that, you are sending a request. Okay, where you input the account number. Okay, where you input the account number. See, you input the account number. After giving account number, okay, what you have to do? You have to say view. Once you say view, these details are sent. These details are sent to one view, and that view will read the details and display it. For that, now you require another form. So this is detail input. So I'm creating multiple here because we are not using so details underscore what is that input dot html. So the way how you are trying to input update, in the same way you are trying to input what details. The way you are sending or giving the update, in the same way you are giving what here details. So here you are trying to input the data. Okay. So read account number one, I'll say. Okay. What is read account number one is doing? It is trying to read the details. It is trying to read the details. So yeah, this is read account view. What is the request method is get. If the account number is there, it is redirecting to one URL. What is that URL is update account. In the same way, I'll take another view. Okay, read account view one. So read account view one. And this inherit what again? View class. Okay. And this is also read. I try to override the get method by saying self comma request. So what it is doing, it is getting the account number, request dot get dot, and what you are trying to read account number, and then you are trying to say URL. So you are trying to define the URL, and what is the URL is account details. Okay, details, account details are details account anything to this URL because you need to define as a captured parameter. So details account, and to this you are concatenating the account number. You are concatenating the account number, and then you are saying response equal to redirect to this URL, and then return. And what you return here? Response. Okay, right? So you are redirecting to which URL? Details account, and this is nothing but details account. this is nothing but details account, and this is read account. So this is nothing but read account one. Okay. So here now you are trying to submit details input, and you are submitting to what? Read account one. So just go to urls.py and define. So from application one dot views, import. So account details view, and read account view one. So here path is defined. So what is the path is read account one. So read account number one. Okay. And this is nothing but read account view one dot as a view. And next one is path. And this is nothing but details underscore ACC. So details underscore account, comma, details account view. Account details view as a view. Account details view as a view. Account details view. It is not inherited. Just here. Account details view. Is there a so so what happened here? Where? Here, right? Okay, right? So we define the URLs. Okay, now just try to test it. So Python manage dot py. So run the server here. Okay. Now here you have all this. Now view account. We have not linked it. So here we have not linked it. Okay. So what we have to do is you have to link. So where is this here? Base dot HTML. And what is the name of this is? Read account one. So read account one. So we have given link. Okay. So view account, read account one. What is the name of this? Read account number one. What happened here? What is the URL? What is the URL? So URLs, read account number one, read account view as a view. So we need to display the template. This template we have not displayed, right? What is the template is? Details input dot HTML. So this is the template. And you have to display this template. So what is the name of this is class? Okay. So read account template. So this is for displaying the template. So template view, and you are trying to define the template name. And what is the template name is details underscore input dot HTML. So for this you need to define the URL. For this you need to define the URL. So this is nothing but details. What is the name of this is? So read account template. So read account template. So read account template and define the URL for this. So read account. I just written read account and read account template as a view. Now you have to define this URL for the base. So what is the name of this? Say read account. Slash. So here we have defined the mapping. Okay, just run the server. Now view account. Now here you input the account number. But we have not done the changes in the template. So we have not done the changes in the template. So this is not update. This is view. So if you click on view, then it should display the details of that. Yes, view. So account number one and click on view. Details details account. So you have to give URLs with the primary key. So here you have to define with what here? Primary key. Okay. So integer, colon primary key, because you are sending what? Primary key. Okay, now you have to define with the primary key. You have to define with the primary key. Okay, so view account number is 1, and display this details.html. So we need to display in what? Details.html. But here details.html is not there. Okay, because on success URL you are trying to display the details in which template? Details.html. Now you have to create a template by rendering what? Form. Okay, you have to display the template. What is the name of the template? Details.html. So what is the name of this? Is details.html. This inherit which template? Base template extends. What is the name of this? Is base.html. And here you try to insert. Now override the block. And this is a block. What is the block? Is content, block content. And here you are inserting the form as a table. Form dot as what here? Table. Form dot as table. Now you are trying to display the table. Okay, you are trying to create a table. Now this is a table here. Okay, table. This is the beginning of the table. So you are inserting it as a table. So this is the beginning of the table and end of the table. And this is nothing but end block. And end block, what is that? Content. So there is a beginning of the block and there is what? End of the block. But here you have to define the form class name. So views.py. So model name, template name is given, but you have to give even what name? Form class. So account details view, you have to give what name? Form class. And what is the name of the form class? Is same form class and create account form. Okay. So create account form. I'm using the same thing. So context object name I'm giving. And what is the context object name? Is account. So this is having the details of customer. Now here it is not displaying it as a form. Why? Because this is reading, right? Okay, this is reading, and you are trying to use table row and table column, and this is what here? Account number. You are trying to display the account number. You are trying to display the account number. So insert account dot account number. You are trying to display the account number. So see what you are displaying it? Details.html. Now here you are trying to input the account number, and this is an account number. And account number is what here? 1. So because you are trying to display the details, what you are trying to do? You are trying to display the details. So there is an account number and TR. So you are trying to display the customer name. You are displaying the customer name and insert ACC dot CNAME, customer name, and you are trying to display the balance. So customer balance, yeah, whatever balance is there in account. So there is a balance, and you are inserting account to dot balance and table row and table data. Now this is nothing but email, and table data. You are inserting account to dot email, account to dot email, right? So this is what you are trying to do it. So view account, I input the account number 2. Now these are the account 2 details. Okay, account 2 details are displayed. Okay, account 2 details are what here? Displayed, right? Now if you want in the center, just use what here? Center. This is a beginning, and this is what here? End. So view account and input the account number view. Now this is a customer details. View account, if I input account number view, and this is given what? No account found matching the query. It means this account is exist or not exist? Not exist. If the account is exist, then you are trying to display it. Okay, if the account is exist, you are trying to display it. But if the account is not exist here, this is not handling the error. Okay, is it this is handling the error? No. Then what you have to do? You have to handle the error. So for that, you need to override which method? Get query set method. You have to override which method? Get query set method. In get query set method, you need to read the account number. Okay, and you have to verify is it that account number is valid or not. Now I'm trying to override a method called get query set. Okay, get query set method I'm overriding. So what is this get query set method is doing? It is trying to read. It is trying to read the captured parameter. And what is the captured parameter is primary key. Okay, now here I'm saying query set. Okay, query set. What is the model name is account. What is the model name is account dot objects dot filter. Account dot objects dot filter. Account number equal to account number equal to what? Primary key. Account number equal to what? Primary key. Primary key is a keyword argument or not? Yes. It is a keyword argument, and I'm saying here keyword arguments are there. Self dot keyword arguments, and that keyword arguments is having which key? Primary key. Means you read the value of which key? Primary key. You read the value of which key? Primary key. If it is equal, the query set contain at least one record or not? Yes. The query set will have one record. If a query set dot which one? Count. If query set dot counter is greater than what here? 0. If it is greater than 0, then what I'm doing? I'm returning. What I'm returning here? Query set. I'm returning the query set, and this query set contain one record or not? Yes. I'm returning the query set. If not, what I have to do? If it is not available, then I need to raise a error. If it is not, I should raise a error. So this is the method which we override. Which method we override? Get query set. Which one? Uh, because you are sending from URL, right? This is captured parameter. Means you send this to which method? Get method. If you override get method, you can also override get method here. You can also override which method? That method. Here we write get query set, right? Instead of writing get query set, you can write directly which method? Get method. So what get method is having request argument and keyword arguments. Now here, always you'll be sending the value as which argument? Keyword or captured parameter is which argument? Keyword argument. So it will store in keyword argument, not as a positional argument, but it will store as which argument? Keyword argument. Getting on it. Okay, so you are saying return super dot get dot request dot star arguments and star arguments, right? So you call them super class method. Okay, when suppose assume that if the account is exist, if the account is not exist, then you raise one error. But here we are not handling any error. But you can handle the error by verifying is it that account is exist or not exist. By overriding which method here? Get method. By overriding which method? Get method, you can override it. Okay. So here you are using get query set method, and that query set method return different values. Okay. But generally get query set method should return which object? Query set object. So it is always better to override which method? Get method. It is always better to override which method? Get method. Okay, right? Yes. That should call the get method of which class? Super class. Okay. Yes. So anyway, this is how you are trying to view the details. Then after that, the next thing you have is the transactions. Okay, next one you have is transaction, and the transaction can be either deposit or it can be what? Withdraw. So when you click on this transaction, see here, when you click on this transaction, then it should display the form where you do the transactions like deposit and what is it? Withdraw. So you input, what do you input? Account number. You input the account number and perform the operations like what do you call it as deposit or withdraw, right? So now we have to create one form. Which form we have to create? A form where we need to input account number. Where we need to input account number. Need to input account number, transaction type, and transaction amount. Account number, transaction type, and transaction amount. These details we need to input. These details we need to what? Input. For that, we required one form or not? Yes. We required a form. Okay. So we create a form here. So in forms.py, now here I'm creating one form. So there is a class. And what is this form is? Transaction form. And transaction form is forms dot which form? Model form or generic form? If it is model form, suppose I use model form. Okay. So what is the model I'm using here? Transaction model. What is the name of the model I'm using? Transaction. Class meta. And what is the name of the model class is? Transaction. What is the name of the model class is? Transaction. And I'm trying to include all the fields. I'm trying to include all the fields. But what will happen when I include all the fields? Okay. I try to include all the fields. But how many fields are there in transaction? There is a transaction type, transaction amount, and one more is what? Account number. What is the name of this field is? Account number. And account number is which key? Foreign. Means it will try to verify this account is exist or not. But what will happen when I click on? Like, what do you call it as deposit or what? Withdraw. Then I should update the account or not? Yes. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm not using this as a model form. I'm using this as simply what here? form. It is only form. I'm using this is what here? Only form. Is a form. Because I want to do everything manually. Is it amount is available or not? Okay, all these operations we have to do it. Is it account is matched or not? Then I'm creating one field. What is the name of the field is account number. And account number is which type? Forms dot which field it is? Integer field. It is integer field. Second one is what here? Transaction type. Forms dot. This is which field? Character field. Sorry. Forms dot. It is which field? Character field. And you need to define the maximum. I just given maximum length is some 20. And here I need to. I'm selecting here. This is which field here? Character field. Transaction type is a character field. But this character field is see here. This is character field, right? But generally, what is a transaction type can be either deposit or withdraw. It should be either deposit or what withdraw. It means I can take this field as what drop down. Okay, drop down which contain how many values? Two values. One is deposit and one more is what withdraw. Okay, one is deposit and one more is what withdraw. Now you can see here you have a lot of see here there is a character field and checkbox input. See a choice field. Now suppose if I select the choice field. Okay, choice field means now here I need to define the choices. How many choices will be two? One is a deposit and one more is what withdraw. One is a deposit and one more is what withdraw. Now I define that. I create one dictionary here. So there is a dictionary. There is one dictionary called D1, and this represents. Okay, there is a key, and what is the key is deposit, and what is the value is a deposit again. Okay, and comma the key is again withdraw, and again what is the key value is withdraw. The key is withdraw and value is also withdraw, and I'm trying to define the choice. And what is the choice is dictionary, and that contain how many values here? Two values. One is deposit and one more is a withdraw. Now when you are doing the transaction, that is transaction date. Forms dot forms dot which field it is? Date field. Forms dot date field. Okay. Now here I try to input the account number, transaction type, and transaction date. But this is not a model form. It is which form? Okay, non-model form or generic form. It is not a model form. It is a generic form which contain deposit, withdraw, account number like that. Okay. Now this form I should display it. This form I should display right when you click on transaction. So create a view, come to the view here, and there is a class. Okay, class. What is the name of the class here? Okay, transaction. Okay, transaction. Transaction view and transaction view is which view? Huh? It is which view? Transaction view should not be a template view, right? Because template view display only template. Without rendering what form? You want render form? Can you define the context or yes? Now transaction view is which view now? Template view. Template view. I use this as template view, and here I define the template name underscore template name. And what is the template name? Sorry, what is the template name is transaction dot html. But in this template, I should render the form. Which form I should render it? Transaction form. Which form I should render? Transaction form. Then how can I render the transaction form? By overriding one method called which one? Get context data. What is the name of this is? Get context data. Get context data. Okay, get context data. Now this get context data. Okay, this method you are overriding it. Which method you are overriding? Get context data method you are overriding. Here I'm saying text. What is the name I'm giving? Context equal to super dot. Okay, super dot get context data. Super dot get context data. Now this method I write then context and this what here? Form. So what is the name of the key is form and what is the value? You need to create object of which form? You need to create object of which form? Transaction form. You need to create object of which form? Transaction form, and you are sending as a part of context. You're sending as a part of which one? Context. So what is the name of the object is? It is transaction form. Okay. Then return. What you return here? Context. So who calls this get context data? Super class method. Okay. So in the context you added which one? Form. And this form I should render into which template? Transaction dot html. This you need to okay render into transaction dot html, and you are inheriting which template? Base template. Now this is nothing but base dot html. Now this is a base template, and after that you need to override a block content. Sorry, block content. So this is the beginning of the block, and this is what here end of the block. block contain. So there is a beginning and there is what? End. Now in this, I should render the form. In this, I should render what here? Form. Now I take a table here. So here I need to render the form. Okay. Now here I'm using a table. So this is a transaction.html. Now this is a table. Now form as a table. But here you have a click on the once you click on this post, it will send a request to one view. Okay, it is rendering. It is rendering the template and displaying it. Template and displaying that form as what here? Table. And once you once you click on, it will send a request to one view. Okay, now just click on what this button is. Okay, some button called which one here? Okay. So once you click on this button, the request is sent to one view. But I'm not writing that view now. We'll write a view, and that view will read these details and perform the operation. That view will read these details and perform operations. But what is the request method I'll use? Post only. Okay. Now see here, this is only form I've taken. I just remove CSRF token. Now this is a table. Okay. Now this template I need to define URL. Just go to urls.py and define the URL for this template. From application one.views import transaction view. Yes, sir. What is the name of the view? Transaction template view. Okay. I'll take this as transaction template view. Come to urls.py and what is the name of this is transaction template view. And for this, I need to give URL. For this, I need to give URL. And what is the URL is transaction template, comma transaction template view as a view. Transaction template as a view, right? Now you have to link this with the base template. And once I click on this, the request is sent to which one? Transaction template. Transaction template. Transaction underscore template. In base.html, transaction underscore what is that? Template. So that is when you click on transaction template view. Now if I click on this, you can see this is now when you input account number, how many options are there? Two. One is deposit and one more is a withdraw. One is deposit and one more is withdraw. And after that you click on which one? Okay. So then I should update this. But there is one more missing. What is missing? Transaction amount. Which one is missing? Transaction type. And next one is what? Transaction amount. So transaction TAMT. So how much amount you want to deposit? How much amount you want to withdraw? So that is the transaction amount, right? So that was missing. Now added here. So account number, transaction date, transaction amount, and all the things. Okay, right? So this is how you are trying to define. But you want this should be in the middle. Then transaction.html. So I want this should be in the middle. But even this we can inherit rather than writing every time. So now this is where you input account number, transaction type, transaction amount, and one more is a transaction date. Okay. Then after that you click on OK. So once you click on OK, now this data is sent to one view. This data is sent to one view by using which method? Request method is what here? Post. And you are sending to one view. And what is the name of the view is? Action. I'm giving action. So what is the name of the view is? Okay. Okay. Transaction view. Okay. What is the name of the URL is? Trans. Okay. I just give the trans. What is the name of this is? Trans. Means I'm sending a request to which view? Transaction view. Okay. Now create a view. So there is a class. And what is the name of this view is? Transaction view is a generic view. It is which view? Generic view. I'm taking generic view and override. Override. Which method? Post method. Now self comma request. Self comma request. And after that, what do you have to do? You have to read this post data. And you have to update this data into which one? Transaction model as well as what? You have to update this transaction model as well as details and master, right? What is a what is a master table account? What is the details table transaction? What is a master table account? What is the details table transaction? You have to insert into which table? Transaction table. You have to update the balance in which table? Master table. Sir, no. So you have to do how many operations? two operations. One is inserting a row into a transaction, updating the value. Now you need to read the data. What is the data you are reading? Saying request dot post dot get. What you are reading here? Account number you are reading. You are reading a transaction type. Request dot. What is the request method is post dot. What you are reading? Transaction type. Transaction amount. Request dot post dot get. What you are reading? Transaction amount. Okay. Request dot transaction date. Request dot post dot get. What you are reading? Transaction date. Okay. Now you read all these values. Uh, we have taken T capital form one. Small only, right? Uh, no, no. Uh, dot this tier. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to update the balance. We have to update the balance, right? We have to update the balance based on we have to update the balance based on first to get the data. First to account details. Where I'm saying account dot objects dot get account number equal to given account number. Object or not? Yes. Then here you verify. Okay, transaction type equal to what is this? Deposit. If deposit, what do we have to do? Or if transaction have to do, we have to update the balance. Then here I'm saying account dot balance, hmm, account dot balance plus transaction amount. Okay, transaction amount double equal here. Hmm. Transaction amount account dot balance. See, I'm doing directly this. You can also use which method? Update method. Okay, model manager is provided which, and using that update method also you can update it. Yes or no? But here I created model instance and I'm replacing the value and then I'm saying account dot what is the method is save. Okay, transaction type double equal to what is that? Withdraw. Transaction type is equal to what here? Withdraw. Then what we have to do? We have to say account dot, but I'm not this is available or not. But you try to do that. Okay, account what is that? Transaction amount and then account dot. But before that, what we have to do is if it is deposit, okay, it will do this. If it is a withdraw, it will do this. Instead of writing two times, you can write one time. Instead of writing two times outside just to write account dot save. Then you have to insert this data, right? Will you insert these values into which table? Transaction. So transaction dot, what is the name of the model? Transaction. What is the name of the model? Transaction. Just import one more model, transaction model. Then you have to insert the values, right? What is it you have to insert? Transaction dot, tell me here, transaction dot, what is the method is? Create. You can create like this, one equal to, what is this? Transaction. What do you have to define? Account number equal to account number equal to transaction amount. Transaction date equal to transaction date. Type equal to transaction type. Now this one you are inserting into which model? Transaction model. Understood? Unsuccessful saving of this or not? Yes. Okay. So what is it I'm saying? Render. Okay, render. Which form? Which form? Transaction template view. Same form I'm using it. I'm using the same form, not different form, same template. What is this template is? Transaction template. What is this template is? Transaction template. Okay, render this. Render this template. Now I'm saying response equal to which template? Response equal to which one? Redirect. Redirect to which one? Transit template. Redirect to which template? Transit template. This is a view. What is the name of template? So it is trying to display which template? Transaction template. Transaction template it will display. It will display this transaction template when so is it generate the same response or not? Yes. If you don't want this, you want a base template. What is the base template is? Or what is the base template is? Template home. What is the base template is? Home, right? What is the base template? Home. If you want, you can use base template. What is the base template is here? Home. Means you are trying to display again which template? Base template. Okay. So you can redirect to the same template. Whatever you want, you write it. I'm writing here home. Means it will display the same template again or not? Yes. Home. Return. What it returns here? Response. Whatever you want, you write it. Okay. Which template you want? Just redirect. So this is unsuccessful. Getting or not? But here we are not checking any balances. I'm just updating, adding the amount and subtracting the amount I'm saving. I'm saving in the account and then I'm inserting into which model? Transaction model. Now just run this. Okay, right? Now transaction account number one, deposit. And I want to deposit some amount and date format. So date is what? You have to input. Okay, now this is a date. I click on OK. This is not there. Huh? I will define URL. No. So we have to give the URL. So go to urls.py. And what is the name of the template? Sorry, what is the name of the view? Transaction view. So here I'm trying to define the path. So what is the path is trans. And what is the name of the view is transaction view as view. Transaction view as a view. Right? This is transaction view. Okay, right? So this is a transaction view. Now click on transaction, deposit, SS deposit, and input the amount, and then input the date and click on OK. Now we have to give CSRF token. Okay, right? So account number one and input all the details. So this is what here? String, right? On a string. Input type is a text. In forms, it's float field only, right? Okay, no problem. Float is not there, right? So in views.py, we read all the data, right? Now we need to convert this into integer. Let's convert this transaction amount into which type? So that is the error, right? See the error. Unsupported operand called plus float and what is that? String. So convert it and input the account number here. So deposit, enter the amount along with the date, and here transaction dot uh, must be account instance. Oh, right. So how you are updating here? If you want to insert, okay, view. What is the name of this is? Account number equal to which account? Which account? You have to give what here? Account. Account number equal to which one? Account. Account. Account is which account? Account number equal to account. Account is which account? The account which is read from? And the account which is read from which model? Account model. Yes or no? The account which we read from which model? Account model. The account which is read from which model? Account model. See, there is an error. See, transaction dot account number must be of which type? Account type. We have seen already how to insert the data in details table in models and model relationships, right? Here, account number must be which type? Account instance. It means this account number should be equal to the account number of which one? Account instance. I've just given account number equal to account. Account number equal to account. This field should be equal to what? Account and transaction amount, transaction date, and transaction type. Just go to the MySQL command line client and just use what bank. What is the database? Bank here. Okay, show tables. Okay, now select a star from what is the name of this is application one underscore account. Now this is details, right? Now not inserted. Okay, select application one underscore what is that? Transaction. But this is nothing is. So now we'll try to input. So it is a value error, right? Just to see here. Account number, type, and transaction amount and date, and click on OK. Now this date should be given in which format? Month, what? Date. But which format I've given? Which format I've given? Date, month, and year. But it's year, month, date. Can you change this format? Yes. Year, month, and so just give this and click on OK. What happened here? Year, month, date. Can you change the format? You can also change the format, but I've given this format. And what happened? Home. What is the name of that URL here? Unsuccessful inserted. If you want, you can see here. This is which table? What is the amount is 80,000. Previously it is what? 50,000. Now application transaction. Is it deposit is done at this date or not? Yes. What is the account ID is 1. Account ID is what? 1. Now whose deposit now? Naresh. Right? So, but it is redirect URL is home only, right? What is the redirect URL? So I want to display again home. Okay. So just come to URLs, home template as a view, home. So just go to views.py. Redirecting to which template? Home. Now just see the transaction. So account number 1. Now this time I'm trying to withdraw. Now this is what you are withdrawing. So you put month and date. Click on OK. Mm, reverse for not found. What is the name here? What is the name? Home, right? Why it is giving error? And withdraw. Yeah. Click on OK. Yes. Okay. Now it is come to this. Now define the backend. Now we have done so many transactions. You can see deposit, withdraw, withdraw. Okay. And then this is account. And after withdrawing 3 times, what is the balance now? 60,000. 60,000. Now initially 80,000, right? And yeah. So 2 times we withdraw. Now how much balance available now? 60,000, right? Then after that, if I click on this transaction report, then it should display the transactions of a specific customer. I should display the transactions of a specific customer. Okay, right. Tell me here how to do this. Tell me here how to do this. Now I need to input one account number, and once I input account number, it should display the transactions of that account. It should display the transactions of that account. I should input the account number. If I input the account number, this is displayed only account details. What was the balance and all the things. But if I click on transaction, it should display again same this form only. But if I enter the account number and click on view, then it should display the transactions of that customer. Or not, it should display the transactions of that customer. It should display the transactions of that particular customer. Okay. Yes. Then how can I get the transactions of that customer? I need to read the details from which model, transaction model, right? So let me use the same form. This is a form, right? What is this form? Read number. View account is there, no? You are reading the account number. That is transaction history. Okay. So what we have to do is now here, what is the template here? Put the same template, right? Yes. So this is a transaction history where you input the account number and click on what here? View. Just click on view. Same thing. See, same form, but we need to display the transaction history of that particular customer. Okay. Now here I create one template. What is the name of the template is trans. Okay, trans template dot HTML. Now this is a template, and this template, what you are trying to do, you are trying to input the account number and click on view. Once you click on the view, the request is sent to one view, and that should read all the transaction history of that customer. I should display the complete transaction history of that customer. Okay. Now see here views.py. Now you should display the template. So there is a class. What is the name of this is transactions template. This is there already. Yeah, this is there already. Transaction history template. And this is which view? Template view. As a template view, and just define the template name. And what is the template name? So trans underscore template dot html. Trans underscore template dot html. And this one you have to link to which template? Base template URL from application one dot views from application one dot views import. What you are importing? Transaction history template. Now here I'm defining the path. So trans template, trans history template, comma. So I'm writing a transaction history template as a view. So I'm developing application. Okay, na? Whatever we learn in the class, we are implementing it. Okay, right? So add this to which template? Base template. What is the name of this URL is trans history underscore template. Trans history underscore template. Trans history underscore template. Now run this here. Now if I click on this, it is asking enter account number. If I click on view, then it should display all history of that account. So how many transactions has been done? Like if account number one, how many deposits and how many withdraws and all the things, it should display it. Okay, then you are sending this request to one view. You are sending this request to one view. Okay, this view should get the details. This view should get the details or not? Yes. Now can you use list view? Use list view. List view or you use view. If you are using a view, then you need to write the code. Okay, suppose okay. Now transaction. I'm writing. Okay, I'm writing transaction history view. And this is which view? Generic view. It says which view? Generic view. And this view will data. What is the request method is get. Now I'm trying to override this method, get method. Then first you should get the details of what do you have to do? First you should get the details of whom? Account. You have to get the details of what? Account. And then you should get the details of that transactions. You should get the details of account. Then you should get the details of transactions. Right? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to say account equal to what should I write here? Request dot get the account number. Request dot get what you are reading account number, which is given by the client or not? Yes. Then account dot objects dot get account dot objects dot get account number equal to what? Account number. You get the account details. Then you need to get the details of what transactions of this particular account customer. Then I'm writing a query set equal to transactions dot objects dot filter what you filter account number equal to which one? Account. Now this details you read it. So where account number equal to which one? The input account number. Where account number equal to which one? Input account number. Where account number equal to input account number. Just to see it. I just print a query set. If you want, you just verify this. For this, I'll give one URL. It is not returning any response. You'll get any error. So just to define the URL for this. Okay, define the URL for this. This is transaction. Okay, transaction history view. So define path. See how many templates I develop. Transaction history, comma transaction history view as a view. Transaction history view as a view. Now, once I click on this trans template, you are submitting the request to what? Transaction. What is the name? What is the URL? Transaction history. Transaction history. Trans underscore what is that? History. I have not displayed anything. You get an error. Okay, transact account number is one and click on view, but I have not sent anything. Account number, but it is not generated any response, right? So what is the value you send here? Account number. Not happen here. Just open the view.
ଗୋଟେ ସିମ୍ପଲ ଗୋଟେ କରିଥାନ୍ତେ ଗୋଟେ
What is the error is?
ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିକେଟେଡ ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତା ଗୋଟେ
Get
ସେଇଟା ତାଙ୍କେ ଥିଲେ ହେଲେ କହିଲେ ନା
oh, self is an instance method, right?
कौन
This is which
कौन
method? Instance method. आप तो कुछ नहीं बोलते यार. One view. So anyway, but it is written none. Why? Because we have not written any response. Are you written any response? No, you have not written any response. Just see here. Now it is written query set with how many transaction objects? 1, 2, 3. How many objects it is written? 3 objects. And these 3 objects you should render into one template or not? Yes. You have to render this into one template. Response equal to what? Render request comma template. Okay, trans report dot html comma context object name. What is the context object name? QS. And what is the object name? Query set. And return. What do you return? Response. Now you have to create this trans repo or not? Yes. Trans repo dot trans report dot html. Here you have to render it. Now inner it extends which template? Base template, base dot. Now you have to add more. What do you have to add in this? Error handling. If account number is not valid, you get an error. But are you handle that error? No. Okay, that you have to handle it because I have not handled that. Okay, now create a table. So already there is a transaction. Where is the transaction? Yeah, this is right. Okay, take a table. So there's no form. Let's take a table. So that this will be completed. Override the block and block cut. So this is the beginning of the block and this is what here end of the block. Blocker content extends percentage. Okay, use a for loop. So this is a table, beginning of the table, end of the table. ये पूरा मैं नहीं करना यार, आप लोग करना. पर आप देख रहे बस इतने. Code you want to update upload? You want code? No, do it. बोलो यार. I'll not upload the code. Code I'll not upload here. Transaction. ये बोलो तो आप बहुत महान लोग हैं यार. आपको पूरा याद रहता. Transaction amount. Next is what? Transaction. Transaction type. The next one is transaction date. You are displaying only this. Okay. Then use which loop? Per loop. Per t in what? Query set. For t in query set. Now use table row, table data insert t dot t amount. Table data t dot t type. Then table data t dot t date. Okay, for loop is open. Close. For and for. Done? और कुछ है? No. फिर आप लोग करना ये पूरा. मैं कोड अपलोड नहीं करूंगा. बोलो यार. करेंगे ना को?
तू तो 10 tar घंटे तू 10 tar ठीक करछु फुल करछु अरे 10 tar बाया बाया कर दोछि आ कोन करियो कि तो मु खाली अनौछि मुंडर किछ पोनी आडे साडे ब्रश करछि मुंड कुंडौछि
सरप्राइज यार संदेश सरप्राइज दिया मैं आगे देखो पूरा 10,000 डिपॉजिट विथड्रॉ कराएगा so transactions will enter account number 2 or account number 1 only one account will see withdraw some 5,000 date you enter this is a date okay date you enter and okay now transaction report 1 so withdraw is done right all are working working but you have to add more we'll add more okay suppose open account is there in open account later not now we'll learn some more concepts here I want to create an account with photo Getting on it. Now, whenever you open the account with photograph. Then how can you upload the image? That we'll talk about. But that we'll see later. But tomorrow I'll tell you session management. Because open the account and everything is done. Yeah. Sandesh. Okay. You have seen the code, right? Daily you are seeing the code. You write it.